That's me right there, and this a quick story time. Just in case, these are wristbands and creds from this whole experience. I was really there. First things first, I did not know this man. I seen him on stage. We danced together sometimes, but I did not know this man. I didn't even know his name. Okay, so this is not my friend. Secondly, he is okay. If you go to CBS News page on TikTok, they posted about it. He actually was not even arrested. He was just put out the stadium, and the NFL banned him. So anyway, so this is how it goes down on the day of. For context, everybody who's in all black getting on the stage, the dancers, Kendrick, everybody got on the earpiece. Okay, at least one earpiece. There's two. Anyway, we know our cues. We've been rehearsing this for a week. Okay, as soon as our director tells us in our earpiece to go, we move, we hustle, we get on the stage that we assigned to. I was assigned to the square stage, which is the only stage that had literal steps. I also busted my ass on them steps in rehearsal, but we're not gonna go into that. Anyway, so day of show, I'm running a little behind getting to my positioning at the back of the stage because there's just a lot of people getting on that stage. And we all supposed to freeze when Kendrick say A minor. That's what we rehearsed. So I get up the top of the stair, but I don't get to my positioning quite, and I'm freezing for A minor. As I'm freezing for A minor, I look on top of the car, and I see old dude with the flag up, but the lights are really dim. Okay, but I see him, and I was like, oh, that's dope. Okay, because over here, free Palestine, free Sudan, and the Congo, everybody. That's how I roll. So I was like, that's dope. In the world of production, things get added last minute all the time. Serena Williams was not a part of rehearsal until the very last rehearsal, at the very, very end. Like, things get added at the last minute all the time. So with the energy of the performance, it just did not feel out of place, actually. It just seemed like they just threw that in last minute and then nobody tell us nothing. So I'm marching, I'm dancing to my spot, and I'm looking on the car, and I'm like, okay. And then after the lights come on and you can really see him, our director came on the earpiece. And she said, there's somebody on the car. Get him down. And I was like, he ain't supposed to be up there. He ain't supposed to be up there. Next thing I see, one of the production assistant people hiking, hauling ass to get to him. He seen her. He hopped down off the car, and then he jumped off the stage, leaped off the stage. Mind you, this stage is tall. Let me put it into perspective. The stage is like 7 feet tall, or maybe more. It's at least 7 feet tall. It's a tall stage. He jumped from the tallest part of the stage straight to the field, and then kept running with the flag. I couldn't see all that because I was like, hell, I'm in this position where I'm like, okay, I want to see if he's okay, but I'm also actively performing right now with Kendrick Lamar. So we do our TV off segment, you know, turn TV off, turn TV off, whatever. I meet up with my friends, so at the end, one of my friends was the flag holder. So their job was to run with the black flags in the background for the TV off stuff. And he was saying how the director was yelling at them to keep going, like, flags, keep going, where my flags, where my flags. But from his perspective, he said that security told them to stop so that they could go and detain the protester. So I heard all that going down, and I was like, what you mean? Why is she yelling about flags? Because they had to stop, because security said, no, don't move. And they went and tackled him and detained him and put him out. Completely unplanned. Nobody saw it coming. I thought it fit the narrative, so I was excited at first to see it. And again, it wasn't until I heard the director in my ear who said, get him off that car. And I seen somebody hauling ass. I said, oh. Of all the things to get through security, a flag was not going to ring off the you know, a flag was not going to ring off. It's just a piece of fabric, you feel me? So it wasn't like an actual threat, but because it was something that was not supposed to be there, they had to tackle him and they had to get him out of there, just because it was a disruption and then a potential security threat, because now at this point we don't know what his intentions are. I mean, I knew what his intentions were. It was a protest. It wasn't anything harmful, but they had to tackle him and get him out of there just in case it was something harmful. And the craziest part about it all, I was like, man, none of the camera shots are close enough to actually see me at the back of the stage by this car. And then he did that on the car. We was not supposed to touch that car. Okay, we were not supposed to touch that car. So I was always just a little bit above the car. But I wanted myself to be on the car too, but we weren't supposed to touch the car. I didn't touch the car. Trust me, that was not the way I expected to be caught on camera during the halftime show.